I'm Caleb with Woodshop, and today I'm going to be building my dream guitar. When I first started learning how to play the guitar, one of my favorite bands at the time, and still to this day, was CCR. And the first time I watched a video of one of their live performances and I saw John Fogerty wielding a black Les Paul Custom Pro, that was it. Like, that was the one I wanted. I don't make Les Paul type of money. This guitar, it's got a butcherblock cherry top with a nice walnut back with a cherry strip. I bought the neck, but I put a walnut veneer over the peg head. Also, as a side note, I'm not a luthier. I have hardly any experience with building guitars, only just the one, which is the first one, so it was definitely challenging for me. And I know a lot of people who are in that scene are pretty passionate about it, so I'm just asking for some mercy in case I didn't do something right. But I know it's not perfect. It's got some battle scars from the build, but I love it. It's pretty neat, so let's check it out. I have some beautiful walnut and some perfect cherry, and I got that from my pals at Dino Hardwoods. I want to build up the body of this guitar. I'm going to cut out some pieces about 18 inches long. I'm doing another Les Paul style guitar, and this was the template I made on my last guitar build. If you ain't seen it, go watch it. I'm going to need 4 of these boards when I cut them. It does not matter even a little bit right now if they're exactly the same length or if they're perfectly square or anything, because that template should fit inside of the boards that I'm cutting. And the body will still be even thicker yet because we're going to put that cherry on top of this. Puck is still on the other half of the guitar, but I'm starting the next process anyways. The walnut may look weird, like it doesn't flow together very well, but when you take the cherry piece out and put this up, to my eye, this almost looks like a continuation. I've never owned a Les Paul because I ain't got Les Paul money. I have got to play a few before, and a lot of them, especially some legit ones, can be pretty damn heavy. And just one of these halves is pretty heavy, so the weight aspect might be pretty spot on. This cherry's got a little bend in it, which I think will come out once we That cherry I got is got to be some of the most beautiful cherry I've ever bought. But I need to cut out some boards of that, about the same length as the back segment that we glued up. This is going to take a while and some creative clamping to get this done. Anyway, this is going to take a hot minute, so I'll bring y'all back. That's the last piece. Honestly, I'm at a loss of how to clamp it. Shit, we'll see. I'm gonna spend a whole lot of time boring y'all with sanding, but I thought I'd show you how I like to sand big panels like this with my belt sander. What I like to do is I take 4 thin strips of wood and I just screw them right to my workbench on all sides. That just makes it to where it won't move at all. Sanding this back of the guitar flat was not a whole lot of fun. Kept having to find all the high and low spots and just go over it and go over it now that my whole life is covered in dust. I'm calling it good. When I cut this out, I'll go outside of the line so I could use a flush trim bit to get it exact. Right here and here, these will go all the way through.
drilled some holes so I can also use some screws there. I put it where the pickups are going to go because all that's going to be routed out anyways. I'm going to keep throwing clamps at it and then let it sit for several hours. Just kind of profile the top above this bottom pickup area here. I want my guitar to have that signature arch top. Skipped ahead some steps on y'all, and I'm just trying to attach it. I'm using E6000. I've used it before, and it has a pretty strong bond. here's the current state of the guitar. I've spent a lot of time working on the arch top, and I thought I had it good, but after just referencing some photos and stuff, I think I had my arch way too high, so I've taken it back farther and tried to blend it better, and I think it's looking pretty good. But I do have a problem right here. You can see the binding is really high, which I'm gonna shave that binding down anyways. It'll kind of taper off like it does here, but that's down to the walnut, which is about where the binding sits. I could either just leave it and live with it, or I think what I'm gonna at least attempt to do is cut a piece of cherry to fit in there and then just carve it down. That's gonna be pretty time consuming, so I'm just gonna do it and I'll show y'all how it ends up. Alright, here's that fill piece. It actually was a lot easier than I thought it was gonna be. Accidentally went too deep on the router. I'm gonna go ahead and finish these pieces now because they're done. I got a little ahead of myself. I went ahead and routed out the neck pocket. Really tight fit. It's starting to look pretty damn good though. Alright, I finally got my pickups in, and just some basic humbuckers.
So I kind of glossed over some of the electronic stuff, and a lot of that is because I have little to no experience with wiring up electronics, and I mean, I even messed it up once and I had to go in there and redo it. Anyways, here's the finished guitar. I'm sure you want to know how it sounds, so I'm going to give y'all a clean sound. We'll try like the bridge pickup, the neck pickup, and both of them together. So let's get some stupid heavy reverb on here. And also, just so y'all know, I'm a strummer, I'm not a picker. Usually, me and Adam will play together and I'll strum a rhythm and he'll do all the fancy finger work because I'm just not very, very good at that, y'all. On the bridge pickup, let's do both. Alright, let's get a little bit of crunch on there. We'll back that reverb off. There it is, it's done. I really love it. I think I might have an intonation problem on my G string because I could get my guitar, all the strings in tune, and sometimes when I play chords, it'll sound fine, and other times it'll sound a little off. See, I think it sounds a little sharp or flat, I can't tell. I don't know. But there it is. This is the first guitar build I ever did, so if you want to check out this strange looking thing, there'll be a card at the end of this video, or a card, you know, up at the top suggesting it. This one is pretty good. I did a lot of fixing on it though since the video was made. Anyways, if you liked and enjoyed this project, you can subscribe to the channel because I have a couple guitar restoration videos, the other guitar build. I would like to build some more guitars going forward and repair some more guitars going forward. And thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.